I'm Jonathan Mangum, and it's time for Ujokes.
They joke, you joke, and the best joke wins.
Welcome to Ujokes, everyone. So glad to see you. We are going to have some fun joking competitional joke times tonight. Is this your first time watching? Ujokes is a comedy competition where two funny people compete for the best joke, and they're pretty damn funny tonight. But the cool part is you get to play along too. Do you have a joke? Do you want to play? Type it into the chat right there, wherever you're watching. You don't have to, but you can. It's fun. Our producer, Josh, he'll read all the jokes. He'll try to pull out a good one to go up against the pros. And then you vote on who had the best joke. And then there's a winner. And then nothing else really happens. We haven't figured out what to do after that. But that's the show. I'm so happy to see a bunch of people here. I see Rose Taylor, Henrik Sjorgen, Craig in the UK is here, Brendan K, Amy Kahn, Michelle Carlin, Darren D, Carolyn Norman, Cassie P, April Kerr, Postmaster Radio as always, Teresa H. Hello, Teresa. Henrik, Rose, Joey, Alan. This is going to be a fun show. This is our 74th episode of Ujokes. What? How did we do all of those? And today, strangely enough, you've heard me talk about PR people and the made-up days that they create just so people can tweet. Today is actually National Paranormal Day. National Paranormal Day. You can Google it. I'm not making this up. This is when people who believe in otherworldly are encouraged to get together and share their experiences. But if you Google what is today's National Day, it's also National Lumpy Rug Day. This is real. National Garden Meditation Day. It's National Textiles Day. It's National Chocolate Custard Day and National Two Different Colored Shoes Day. These are not jokes. This is facts from the internet, so you know it's true. So on this day of too many national days, if you wouldn't mind doing me the favor and clicking like and maybe subscribe if you're enjoying the show, and then you can sit back with some fabric swatches of your Dan ancestors or sit quietly in the grass on a lumpy rug with mismatched shoes or just chug some custard, you custard chuggers. Speaking of custard chuggers, please say hello to, I've had a couple drinks, my producer, Josh. Josh.
Hey, are you okay?
It's the combination of a couple shots of Jack Daniels and saying custard chugger is not easy to do on a Monday.
I get you. I have my own mouth ruiner right here.
Ah, yes. You've shaved, which is nice, Josh. And because you're wearing that headset, you look like a baby that's just crowning. It dilated at like 12
I know.
months.
I look like a giant, really ugly baby, like
no.
One that's just being born. The kind that if I were wet, I could pass for a newborn. I think
you do not look like a really ugly baby. You look like a regular ugly baby. But
fair
we
enough.
know that, like wine, you will get finer. I'm going to stop talking because it's getting really hot and sexual. Speaking of hot and sexual. Today's guests are hilarious and they're friends of mine and I love them and I'm so happy they're here. So please say hello to your competition tonight, audience, Nicole Sullivan and Rob Benedict. Yay!
Woo!
What is up, you guys? So great to see you.
You too. Good to see you too, Jonathan.
Nicole, the last time I saw you was probably about 2 years ago.
Yes.
We knew each other for a long time, but then finally we got to work together doing a kids' Christmas movie. And I was telling Rob that you made that such a fun set. So
oh my God, thank you. You were hilarious. I don't know if you guys know this. Jonathan can fold a napkin into the shape of a turkey or a goose. I don't know, a bird, but like a cloth napkin, like an origami trick, if you will. And I found it endless. And then you can make it. I found it in many bits. We did so many bits. You can imagine.
It was a bit parade indeed. People know you from of course MadTV, but then like so many other shows and Blackish and King of Queens. And then I didn't even realize how much voiceover stuff you've done. So you've just been like working like crazy, which is so awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the voiceover thing, it's cartoon stuff, not commercials, because as my commercial agent informed me when I would never book anything, they said it sounds like you're making fun of the product. So yeah, but voiceover is great. I mean, it's a great job if you can get it. But it's a lot of fun. You wear your pajamas.
There you go. And what have you been up to? What have you been doing, Nicole?
Oh, I've got 2 children in school, so it's been a great year. Just really relaxed.
Oh.
Just taking some me time in my house. Yeah. So I've been doing that, and work-wise, doing some more Blackish here, and
Great.
new show for Mindy Kaling. She's got a new show called Sex Lives of College Girls.
Ooh.
I do not play one of the college girls.
Well, you certainly could. I think there's
Sure.
Well, it's great to have you on the show. And then Rob, who is second time, he came back for torture.
Came back.
Last time we spoke, you were in a hotel room in Vancouver waiting for 2 weeks to be cleared of virus so you could work.
Yes. Yeah. And I cleared it.
Excellent.
I was able to work. Yeah. And I was able to come home. But yeah, we were one of the first shows back. It was the end of Supernatural. It was in August. So they were just sort of figuring out how to shoot a show amidst the pandemic. And we did it. We made it.
You did it.
And I made it back. Yeah. But I've never, that was the weirdest thing. 14 days in a room where, I couldn't leave the room. It wasn't like I was in this suite. I was in like a 1-room apartment. Yeah.
Oh
it was bizarre. Yeah.
Can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, what's really cool is that you've both known each other for a very long time, like from the Northwestern group that's been out in LA. And you're like great friends.
We are.
We were 18 when we met.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Babies.
Yeah. And we dated for about 6 months.
We dated. We were adorable.
We were.
Oh, man.
We were adorable.
We were in a play together, and then we dated, and then we just became besties.
Well, let's hope the friendship can survive tonight because there will be only one winner, you guys.
Okay.
That's how the Ujokes work. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to play our first game. Get ready, audience, with your jokes. Our first game is a little game that we call
Pod Craps.
Pod Craps, a brand new game. We've never played this one before. There's like a million podcasts these days. So we're going to show you someone's photo, and your job is to tell us the name of the podcast. Tell us the name of the podcast, and here is the thing. Okay. This is the picture. What would this podcast be? Do you have a joke? It is now your time to type it in. You don't have to have a joke. You could just watch. But if you have one, it's not going to hurt. Type it into the chat, and Josh will do his best to pull a good one out. So while you are typing, we're going to start down in the bottom square with returning champion, Rob. Rob, what is the podcast?
This is a podcast called Serial Killers, and that's serial Cereal.
Yeah. Yes.
Good
start. Nicole, what would you think this podcast is called?
I'm going to go with Does Her Body Good? Sex Tips for Your Wife from the Mailman.
Did you call him the Mailman?
You know what I mean. They're all the same. The uniform. They all have sex with the women at home. Right?
They all do. Like that's how every child in the 50s was born. From the
clearly, they all look like that.
Let's go to the audience. Josh, let's pull one out to go up against these guys for round one. Angela Rosender, Moo is the name. Went straight for the cow sound, Angela. Good job. Good way to start it off. I am not sure what podcast this is actually from, but I do know that this is probably why Melinda Gates is getting divorced. This guy right here. Think about it. Let's go ahead and vote now. Do you think Rob had the best joke? Type in R. Do you think Nicole had the best joke? Type in N. Or do you think the audience had the best joke? JP Manu, hey, buddy. I had serial killers for the match. JP. Good to see you, man. JP's been on the show.
My
go
God.
watch all our shows.
Oh my God.
Josh. tell us who won the first round of You Jokes. Rob!
Son of a.
It's okay.
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot more that go his way. But that's right. We don't know.
You never know.
A lot of
game left to play. Yeah.
This game, two things to consider. One, it's just the first round. There's only 1 point avoided. There's so many more rounds. And two, no one really cares. So
No one
keep those two things in mind. I think you'll be okay. But it does mean it's time for round two, called this.
What's this a commercial for?
What's this a commercial for? Pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you a picture from a commercial. You tell me what it's for, and when Nicole answers, you tell me if it sounds like she's making fun of it, which is why she wouldn't get the voiceover on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the picture. Josh, what is this? The hell? What is this a commercial for? Okay. All right. What is this a commercial for? Do you have a joke? Type it in now into the chat. If you have a joke, type it in now. Good luck, audience. Right now, Rob is up by 1. Nicole and audience are at 0, but it's only round 2. We started with Rob last time, so we're going to start off with Nicole. Nicole, what's this a commercial for?
COVID children's birthday parties, masks, and the bullies blend in.
I love it. I love it. Perfectly safe. Giant masks. And you can tell that everyone is in a safe place. Good joke. Let's start with Rob now, going down to Rob. Rob, what is this a commercial for?
Comic-Con. It's Comic-Con. It's back after the pandemic. It's back.
All outdoor Comic-Con?
Yeah.
All outdoors?
All outdoor Comic-Con.
In nature. Like not in the
right.
city, like out in the nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Right in your backyard, even.
It's so Comic-Con-y. Do you think that, Nicole, yours was a birthday, a safe birthday party. Do you think anyone's ever tried to do their kid's birthday party at Comic-Con? Like brought 10, 12-year-olds on the floor and this is your birthday.
You've just given me an idea.
Look out, San Diego. Let's go to the audience. Josh, what's this a commercial for? From the audience, we have one from Jackie Monahan, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Good one. Good one. Let's vote now, you guys. Who won this round of You Jokes? Was it R for Rob? Was it N for Nicole? Or was it A for audience? Type in your vote now. R for Rob, N for Nicole, or A for audience. My first guess is that this was a commercial for the Flat Earthers Anti-Vax Civil War reenactment. That's Jesus doing the round now. Josh, do your eyeball count and tell us who won this round of You Jokes. Round 2 goes to the audience.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I would say that once the park was established, then you could do a birthday party with the theme of Jurassic Park. Would be the theme of the children's birthday party. So I think they parlay into each other.
I think we all win.
Yeah.
We all win.
We all win, and don't we all? So it's 1-1 to 0, but this is the round 3 where I think Nicole might get a point on the board. Let's play our next game. Yeah, I think you will. Here it is. It's a new game.
Drugs and kisses.
Drugs and Kisses, a brand new game. I'm going to show you a fictional prescription drug, and you tell me what does it treat, or what are the side effects? What does it treat? What does the drug do? Today's drug is Pumbutafin. Pumbutafin. What if you are taking Pumbutafin, what is it doing for you? How much do you take? 20, 30 milligrams? Pumbutafin. Type in your joke now into the chat, whatever you think Pumbutafin is and what it helps. Good luck, everyone. Round 3 starts off with Rob. Rob, what is Pumbutafin?
It's for that Disney fan who wants to turn that Pumbaa butt into a Nemo fin. Pumbutafin.
I like what you did. I like what you did.
Yours
Nicole.
is more like prescription, but kind of the Kardashian kind of prescriptions. Like they're just they're advertised prescriptions.
Right.
Exactly. Nicole, Pumbutafin.
It's marketed for sea life only, and it's basically to get you a little bit high so that Butterface Butterfin turns into a good-looking shark.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
It's a lot of words for a joke.
Good jokes, you guys. Let's go to the audience. Josh, producer man, pull one out. Pum Butterfin. The winner comes from Caitlin Todd. Treats acute big butts. It treats acute big butts. I have a cute big butt, especially after quarantine. Thank you. Voting time, you guys. We got R for Rob, N for Nicole, A for audience. Vote now. R for Rob, N for Nicole, A for audience. Type in your vote. It's interesting, though, because Pumbutifin, although it is a medicine, it's also a procedure, a medical procedure, just for guys named Finn that they use if they've taken different medicine and have experienced an erection lasting longer than 4 hours. You got a Pumbutifin? Yes, I said that. Let's add up the votes to see who won this round of Ujokes. And the winner is Nicole! Oh, man. It is a tie.
Wow. Tight race.
How do you feel going into the next round, you guys?
Robbie, I feel like we should gang up on audience and try to like.
Maybe we should work together.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is neither of you get a vote. All of them.
Yeah.
Let's see, though. This will be the tiebreaker. Someone will have to be in the lead after this round 4, which we call this.
Can I get a show of bands?
Showa Bands. We're going to show you an album cover.
It sounded like JP Manu sang that. Can we hear that again?
Play it again.
Can I get a show of bands?
Doesn't it sound like JP?
Sound like our friend JP. It's actually our friend Matt Geiler. So thanks for doing all the graphics, Matt. Maybe JP knows Matt. I don't know. Showa Bands, I show you a picture. You tell me, what is the name of the band that created this album cover? What is the name of the band? Good luck, audience. This is the tiebreaker. This is a big round. Oh, gosh. Here it is. Josh. Oh, okay. It's a gentleman in, looks like a bunch of tomatoes or something. What is the name of the band that made this album cover? The name of the band. Good luck. Type in your joke now into the chat, you guys. I'm looking. JP said something. Don't remember doing that. How long was I out? That's our pal JP. We're going to start off with Nicole. Nicole, what band made this album cover?
A band called Get Off the Stage. It's an acapella group that comes into the audience and deals with the audience in Vegas.
I love it.
Get off the stage.
It's an acapella group that performed at Coachella. And they got completely tomatoed. I love it. It. Let's go down to Rob. Rob, what band came up with this album cover?
First of all, I love this record. This is one of my favorite records by this band. You know the band Smashing Tomatoes.
Yeah. They had their name first.
Yeah, they did.
And then the Pumpkins came along and
from the Smashing Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I saw that VH1 behind the music. It's such a terrible tragedy of a story.
Yeah. You lose every member of the band.
Yeah.
Let's go to the audience. Josh, pull one out for us. Jerry Kennedy, Huey Lewis and the Stews.
Very nice. Very nice, Jerry Kennedy. Oh, shoot, I'm not supposed to say that. I'm rooting against the audience.
I know. The audience, man, they are funny. They've been playing for 74 episodes, and some of these people could very easily replace me doing this. So, but I keep them at arm's length away. But I feel like they will have my job anytime soon.
I'm going to say a little piece of trivia that the Milli Vanilli behind the music is one of the best hours of television you'll ever watch.
Oh, yeah.
Just find that in your YouTube world. Milli Vanilli behind the music. It is a epic story.
Oh my gosh! And if you don't know what the Milli Vanilli story is, it's completely insane. These guys completely faked that they were the people that sang these songs back in the 80s. And
huge band. They weren't. It wasn't them.
It wasn't them.
And then when people found out it wasn't, they were ruined forever.
Yeah, it's tragic.
And they had bought a lot of watches and cars.
Didn't they also like try to sing on their own afterwards or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't, I'm going to, spoiler alert, it doesn't end well for one of them.
I got to get them on Ujokes next week. What are they doing, right? Milli Vanilli, that'd be great. So I believe, did we vote yet, Josh? Josh, I don't remember what happened.
We have not yet voted. They are voting, but I have the winner primed and ready.
Josh? Who won?
The audience.
Oh, the audience. I think they heard you say, let's go against the audience, Nicole.
Yeah. I started the fight.
You guys ever do that when you're performing on stage or you're doing some kind of comedy show and you get mad because they didn't get your joke and you turn on them in the show? Yeah. I've done that too many times.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good. No, they're there to see you. Yeah. Before we get to our next game to see who wins, we're going to do a little something we call this.
It's time for last week's best.
Last week's best is this. Most people that watch this show don't watch it live. How could they? They watch it later after the fact. If you're watching this later and it's not live, we still want you to play. Still type in your joke right there into the chat. Type in your jokes. We go back through the whole week. We read all the jokes that were submitted, and we pull out our favorite, and we invite that person onto the show to play in the final round of the show. And so from last week, please welcome our winner, Christopher. I can't read your last name. Lehrer. Christopher Lehrer. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Where are you,
Hi,
sir?
Christopher.
Outside Boston.
Outside Boston. And so specifically, is there a name of that town?
Sherborne. It's very, very small. Some of our neighbors don't know where it is.
What do you do up there, Christopher?
I used to be a college professor. Now I write fantasy novels.
Oh. What's some of the titles of your fantasy novels?
Well, you can go onto Amazon and buy The Deeping Well. It's probably
the Deeping Well? D-E-E-P-I-N-G? Deeping?
Indeed. Yes.
Are these like fantasy, like for young YA books, or like fantasy for women?
No, not so much that one. I'm not trying to exclude young adult readers, but they're not particularly aimed at them.
Okay.
Is there some Pumbudifin going on around chapter 6?
Haven't worked out what that is yet.
Well, thank you for playing and congrats on winning. We played a game last week that we called, where is it here? Pardonnez-moi, where we show you a picture and we ask you, what would this person's memoir be? This was the picture. And your answer was... Lend me your ears. So
that's a good one.
That won you a spot on the infamous U-Joke, so you get to play in this final round. Congrats.
Okay.
just waiting for any understanding of the rules. Let's go to play our final game, which we call this.
Happy hour, it's happy hour.
God, isn't it though? Happy hour. I'm going to show you a picture of an adult beverage. You tell me, what is the name of this adult beverage? This is the final round. The audience has two. Nicole, Rob, each with one. Here is the picture. Oh, God. What the hell? What is the name of this adult beverage? If you have a joke, type it into the chat right now. Good luck in this final round, everybody. Good luck, Craig, Mark Dearwater, Henrik Sjorgen, Amy Kahn. Take it from the top. Josh Bagley, Scott Pettigrew. Good luck, all you guys playing along. Darren D. Type in your joke if you have one now. What is this adult beverage? We're going to start with our last week's winner, Christopher. What is the name of this adult beverage?
So I think this is a bartender. She's coming up with a new specialty while she's at home with COVID, pandemic and so forth. She's mixing up a back crack Sazerac.
Back crack Sazerac.
I like it. Sazerac.
Back crack Sazerac.
Good joke, but you made us all want to drink one. I would drink one. Rob, what do you think this beverage is?
Yeah, she's drinking a Margafita.
Margafita. I love it. I love it. Let's go on up to Nicole. What's this drink, Nicole?
Instead of a hot toddy, this is a hot tootie. That was my fart noise.
Because of the sound effect.
I love it. I love that. That's like perfect joke for your kids, because you made my son over here spit his drink out a little bit. Good job on that. Let's go to the audience. Josh, pull one out from the audience. from Josh Begley. Josh with the callback joke. Oh, man. That's like
I'm famous.
That's like watching professional volleyball. Remember the poop? Josh, good job. Let's now vote, everybody. Was it C for Christopher? Type in C. Christopher, type in C. Rob Benedict, type in R for Rob. N for Nicole Sullivan. N for Nicole Sullivan, or A for audience. C for Christopher, R for Rob, N for Nicole, A for audience. While you are voting, please don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're not watching it live and you want to come back to our next show, it's going to be Monday, May 10th at 6 p.m., 9 Eastern, right here on the Ujokes channel. Don't forget, on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. is our show F, Marry, Kill Champions, where we play that old game that you might remember, F, Marry, Kill, hosted by college humorist Carolyn Page. And a new show. We have a new show coming on Fridays, starting in June. I know it's going to start in May. Now it's June, called High Joke Score, where you can actually win money from making up good jokes. So that's going to be the first Friday in June. Can't wait to show you guys that. All right. The business is out of the way. It is time to find out who won the final round of Ujokes. Josh! Christopher! Won.
Now, technically, the audience won, but since it was the title of Christopher's book, I figure that's the best plug possible. So he actually wins in real life.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Josh,
I'm giving it to them.
Oh my God, I love it.
Chris, congrats, man, and thanks for coming on playing. Rob, so great to see you coming back on the show. Thank you so much. And Nicole, yay!
Thanks for having me.
So happy
So
to see you,
fun,
Nicole.
Jonathan. This was great.
Oh, it's so great to see you. I hope we get to work again sometime soon, because it's a blast. And everyone else, thanks for watching the show. We will see you soon on the next Ujokes. Bye, everybody.